Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, Stacey and I continue our look into All Black and their properties, including the A House Divided, coming on season 3, episode 1, which premiered yesterday. It seems like characters are dealing with their demons of the different people that they've hurt. The family is pretty much dealing with the coma of the oldest sister, Stephanie. Stephanie got her butt beat by Nigel, the Nigerian nephew of the uncle that Cameron Sr. and his father screwed over and blamed for all their financial dealings. So now Nigel is on a rampage. First, he got the youngest son beat up, who's a basketball player. Again, why does a lot of black shows end up with somebody trying to come up in the game and playing basketball and or rapping? Some kind of music thing. Like Empire, like Power, like a lot of stories. Anyway, tall, light-skinned dude back there. I can't think of his name. But the youngest son, he got some issues going on. So he got beat up, but his leg is fine now. And then Carissa, she asked her cousin to kidnap the woman that jumped the youngest brother. He got jumped because of the oldest brother, Cameron Jr., who poured alcohol on this woman because the woman realized that Cameron Jr. was gay. Anyway, so Carissa killed that woman. Then she had her cousin kill her Carissa's love from Vegas. So she's dealing with the guilt of that, of the loss of her lover.
Wasn't her husband married?
Yeah, they were married. That's right. They were married. And
yeah,
he got his
he
ass
didn't want to
whooped.
give her a divorce.
That's right. And that's why she had to kill him. And he got his ass whooped in front of the Sanders house because he came up there trying to get her back. They had like an Ike and Tina thing going on. He was not a good man. He was abusive and manipulative, but she still loved him. But as you saw in the
manipulative. She's abusive and manipulative too.
But she grew up in an abusive and manipulative household. I mean, it's just sad. I mean, you kill what you eat. Whatever. I hate that damn expression. Yes, that's what it is. Anyway, you eat what you kill. Point is, you got to kill to eat. That's the point. This is put those two together. That's basically that's her mantra, and she's doing a lot of killing to make sure she can continue to eat. How about that? There you go.
Even if it means just moving the water bottle a couple inches to the left.
Which is almost how she went out when Stephanie stepped to her and she was coughing last episode. Oh, that shit was hilarious. Anyway, this episode. All right. So, so, I mean, they're dealing with the funeral of Grandpa Benjamin Sanders is now passed away finally. He had a lot of close calls, but he finally took it. Season 2 finale. Carissa was organizing the funeral while her husband now, Cameron Sr., is dealing with his daughter who's in a medically induced coma from the beating. She lost the baby. So the family's doing a lot of stuff. Baby son, tall, light-skinned dude, he like his stalker / molester, really. His trainer, who finally had sex with him, he became legal, who tried to commit suicide last episode. Somehow someone found her in time, and now she's out of the hospital with her bandages. I guess this is going to mean something.
Did she have a sling?
Huh?
Did she have a sling?
No, she did not have a sling, though, but she had the standard wheelchair. She did not have a sling. But then both of her wrists were wrapped up tight, and now she's in the shower again, where she cut herself and bled all over the place. I'm trying to figure out who found her, who cleaned the bathtub, and how's that not a trigger being back in the same bathtub like maybe a couple of days later? I don't know. And why does any of this matter? I'm assuming she's coming back to mess up the kid a little bit more. Cameron Jr. is moving forward with his app plan. I can't remember what the app is for, but some kind of app, along with the music thing he's trying to do. He has not a happy house. His girlfriend and boyfriend are trying to help him console him through this time of loss. His girlfriend, Brittany, who had her own terrible history of her boyfriend being killed in a drug buy before she became a maid of some sort. She's not knowing where her place is. It seems like Cameron Jr. kind of likes his boyfriend more on average. So, these kind of things should be discussed. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're in some kind of three-way relationship, you might want to know which way your bisexual partner goes. Like, is he more man, more woman? So you can kind of balance your time. You know what I'm saying? But they both showed up to the funeral and the wedding. That's very respectful. Maybe Drew is going to be in that situation. He don't like girls though.
Yeah, he don't like girls.
He don't like girls. He don't like girls. Yeah, man, it's a lot of shit. What were you expecting when this episode started?
As the credits start rolling, I expected to see a plane exploding out of the sky.
And this is related to Alexis, played by Lisa Ray. As she was the second or third mistress to Cameron Sr., who also had a baby with him. So Carissa, Carissa.
Oh yeah, she did get the DNA. Right?
Like it's legit. The baby's legit, but somehow, like Alexis wasn't smart enough to get her own paternity test after all these years, and let the wife to be do the test and find out that this was Cameron's child. So, and then she put them on a plane to some random ass Caribbean country. And yeah, I thought so too. I thought it was all a setup, and she was about to blow those two people up. Why she paid them $2 million of Cameron's money?
Well, it's his fuck up, so he gotta pay it.
I mean,
but did she keep a copy of the results?
Oh, you talking about Alexis?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good point. She did. She folded it up, and but I'm like, why would you do that? Because if you believe it, then that's like evidence that this is not Cameron's kid, and that you probably owe him some money, some back child support, something.
No, what I'm saying is she got them tested, and it came back that she was the kid, right?
Carissa, yes.
That's what I'm saying. Did Carissa
keep the original
papers that said
yes,
he was the father?
That would be interesting.
Because
Alexis,
we've seen on other shows, they keep the trail of the crimes and the frauds that they commit, only for it to be discovered later.
Very true.
Burn the paper.
Burn, please, just get rid of the evidence. Like, why are you keeping? I bet since Alexis, Lisa Ray is in the credits of season 3, I imagine she will be back. This will continue to be an issue, and therefore somehow somebody's going to find the paperwork that proves that in fact, Winter is in fact her Cameron's daughter, and this whole thing will start up again, and then Chris is gonna have to kill some more so she can continue to eat. I liked Carissa talking to Cameron to let him know that this is just what we doing. Like, neither one of us want to be here, but we got to be here. Which confuses me. Cameron is there. I mean, Chris is there because she needs money. I mean, that's clear. But why is Cameron don't have to marry her? Like, if he's not there for love, then he can just leave this woman be. Like, he don't have to move on with this.
Cameron is weak, and he needs somebody to prop him up. He's never really had to work for nothing, and she's not above getting her hands dirty and doing what needs to be done. So he kind of does need her. It's not a love thing. It's more of a dependency.
Yeah. I mean, he said that. He's like, I never had to fight. I never learned how to fight. Everything's been handed to me. And she's like, I had to fight for everything. Mm-hmm. You eat what you kill. I thought she was going to say that to him. Like, this is how I live my life, baby. So let me go out there and kill for you. I've already killed for you. Like, you don't even know how many bodies I've dropped for you. Well, the cousin, actually. That being said, going back to watching the season finale of season 2, the cousin is now being investigated by those very stereotypical white cops. And they just took some blood samples from him, which probably will connect him to at least a few of the bodies that he's dropped for Carissa. So that'll be interesting. If that becomes a thing, that leads back to her. Who's Carissa going to get to kill her cousin? She's running out of murderers. Speaking of odd assistants, so Nigel, who's he's suited up. I mean, he got the weapons, he got the gloves. At the end of this episode, he's about to go finish the job. we find out that he's being assisted by one of the hired bridesmaids of Carissa. I don't understand this. I don't know who she is. I don't know why she hates the Sanders so much. She said her father. That's what she said. I'm assuming all this is going to turn into something. Like we're gonna like I tried to look back at season 1, at least season 2, and I couldn't find any connections of her particularly. So I guess this will be the mystery that's unfolded in this season. Like who is she? Who's her family? And why does she hate the Sanders so much that she's willing to let Stephanie get, just beat up by 3 men? Actually, she got beat up pretty bad. The youngest brother didn't even get that kind of ass whooping. Like they just messed with the knee. They busted his knee, but they didn't beat him up and put him in a coma.
Yeah, they stopped the baby out of her, and I'm like, why was it so important that she get beat down like that?
So maybe somehow it's going to connect to maybe she's the daughter of the guy, the business partner that Cameron just threw over the cliff. Threw over the boat.
Yep.
There you go.
Because Stephanie was screwing her dad.
Yeah, that's right. There you go. Or maybe it's just bad writing. We're just making connections aren't there. But, that's the only thing right now that makes any kind of sense, that of all the people that they're going after, she in particular will receive, and that the fact that now this woman is introduced, because Nigel was going after this family way before this. So he had his own, like he was calling and threatening Cameron, so he had his own operation going on. Like it's all of a sudden it's only the last minute when Stephanie becomes the target that this bridesmaid gets on board. And again, last episode, Cameron Sr. killed Stephanie's lover, his business partner, and threw him off the cliff. He was talking a lot of shit, though. You don't tell a man, how you got him and his daughter like that, and like they think he ain't gonna do nothing. And you were snitching on the company and stole money from the company. It's a lot. But anyway, he did. So that's there you go. That's probably what it is. Anyway, she was getting it in with Nigel. I was like, what show am I watching? Like, what is this? I know, right? I was like, what the
It's turn into Tommy.
I was me too. I was like, oh,
but she had the tap. She did the double tap. See,
that's
Holly, you would have still been here.
You would still been here. Nah. She talked about Ghost and kicked him in the nuts. She did a lot of shit. She had to go at that point. Tommy wasn't trying to hear nothing. He closed his eyes. He was like, you killed my brother, you lousy bitch. But this is foreshadowing. Like whoever this bridesmaid is, like she ain't long for this world. Like she probably gonna do some stuff to cross him, and then this Nigel's gonna kill her. And Ali may be the same way. Let me just choke her out. So, which would be ironic and poetic. It'd be poetic, not ironic. He choked her before. He's gonna choke her again. That's her dumb ass for sticking around. Man, let me help you out. Look, if the man does it once, he's gonna do it again. Like why do you stick? It doesn't make any sense. Like, why do you stick there if he's shown a propensity for violence?
Well, he got caught up in the heat of the moment, and she kind of liked it. Like she was with it, and then she could breathe, and then so she smacked him, and he got mad, and she was like, "Yeah, take it." And so he flipped her over, and that's clearly their thing.
They just met. They shouldn't have a thing.
They had a connection on that level. You can look. You can say, yeah, like
we like to beat each other. You know what I'm saying? But again, so did Holly and Tommy. And how'd that shit work out?
They weren't violent, sexy people. They weren't.
We already talked about this.
I'm just saying. She liked seeing Tommy beat up other people, and then
the propensity for violence was clearly demonstrated, and she encouraged it. And then she became a victim of it. She almost came a victim once, and she had to run away. She had to handcuff you. If you have to handcuff your lover to something so they don't kill you, you don't go back because they're probably going to kill you. Like, it was very clear pattern that him killing her should not have been a surprise. Like, it was just how it's going to be. She just, for some reason, kept on going back. Just saying, in the end, by the time this season's over, Bridesmaid's going to be murdered. It's probably going to be the Nigerian or Carissa. because she got to continue to eat, which means she's going to continue to kill. We just got to figure out what happened with this. So anyway, as this thing moves on to January and onto the new year, we will be here for it. Anything want to happen? Any character you want to go? You have to have a justifiable reason.
I don't know.
Do you know any of them enough to care? I mean, do you feel like you know enough about them to be like?
Cameron Jr. can go.
Which one?
Sick of Cameron Jr.
Oh yeah.
Maybe one of his lovers will get jealous and kill him.
Okay, or kill the other one. Brittany gets upset because she realizes that Cameron Jr. loves the man more than her, and then kills her. I mean, she kills him because she realizes that that's her competition, and then she kills him because they've been together longer. And despite whatever woman he may, end up in bed with, he still lapses back to him. So now that he can be public with both of them, which again, I'm very surprised the whole family's like, well, it's okay, man. Love is love. I mean, that's beautiful. So, and then it looks like, as you pointed out actually off camera, that it looks like Brittany and said lover are getting together. Like maybe they're gonna be like, it's us. We need to figure our own selves out because Cameron is on his own shit. He may come home with a new one.
Then they'll definitely kill him at that point. Like, you brought a new bitch up in here.
It'll be a taller. It'll be a white man. He'll bring a white man home. He prefers men overall, really. So it'd be interesting if we bring home a white man. He didn't do the cocaine despite all the pain he's going through. So that's a good sign.
Why is he in pain?
Huh?
Why is he in pain?
His sister is like in a coma and lost the baby. His grandpa is dead. His mother is dead. Like all this happened within like last couple of months.
Yeah, but he was in pain before that. He was
on drugs most of that time.
Yeah.
So I'm saying with grandpa finally being dead, daddy stepping up to be the head of the family. Now he feels the pressure to be, the anointed number one to keep the family moving forward. So
he
that's
didn't
why
even care about his mother. He knew old girl killed the mama, and he don't even care.
Yeah. The fact that Cameron Jr. And Stephanie are pretty much guaranteed that Carissa killed the mama, and they just kept it moving. This don't make any sense because they spent like 2 seasons trying to solve that mystery. At least Cameron Jr. did, and be like, well, shit happens. You cleaned up a murder for me, so we're even.
Let's forgive him.
Huh?
All is forgiven. I'm still mad. He's like, I'm still mad at my mom for taking my big wheel when I was 6. So
that's cool. Just don't be choking, girl. Always have something, a drink next to you so you can swallow and clear that throat. Because I was like, what the heck? Don't sit at that table and eat. I would not, never ever again. If I was a woman, would I sit at that table and eat? Like everything would be in front of the TV. Like
that's gonna be the series finale.
Her giant.
She gonna sit there and she go,
Who did it? Who did it? That'd be good. She won't be dead though, because she's too important. Like she's like Veronica.
The series finale.
Oh, the series. Oh yeah. She'd be dead. That kind of big. That would be like series beginning, ending with like who did it. Like Cameron finds out it was.
No, she just literally got choked, just like Gutano couldn't get shot until he shot himself.
Yeah,
she choked herself.
That's all right. Oh, okay, so she did to herself. All right. Okay. But you gotta eat what you kill, and I gotta kill me so I can eat. Maybe she kills herself so the family can eat. Maybe she's like, hey, I gotta take one for the team because the feds are on us. I'm taking
for that Rico.
They about to go for that Rico. And she's like, well, Rico implies like other people are involved. I think you can't have your own family Rico. But let's say it's some shit like that.
Anyway, they on Rico with the Nigerians and they get caught up in the Nigerian Rico.
All right, so they got the Rico, and Chris is like, I love you, Cameron. And she's like, she chokes herself, boom. And she takes one for the team.
So she's the queen pin and she just gonna kill herself. So okay.
Because she accepts that a lot of this shit is her fault anyway. I mean, she's done a lot of this shit to put Cameron where he needs to be. So maybe she's like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. I got this.
She good as fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, what Tasha should have did. Tasha be like, no, for real, I got this. I'm going down quiet. In fact, I'm just killing myself. So we ain't no mysteries. I'm gonna leave a whole letter. I'm gonna choke myself right here on the table like I did your wife. Poetic. It all comes back to the table.
Yes.
That should be the title of the episode. Putting it all on the table. Boom. Man, we should do this.
Apparently, it don't take much of a budget to do a UMC show. I got a few dollars.
I was like, we got $4. We can put it in together. Like, let's write a show that actually is worth watching and endings make sense. All right, guys. We will see you again here for episode 2 sometime next week. So as always, again, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and like on the video and comment on the video. Share the video. Let us know why you still watch All Black. We'll let you know why we still watch All Black as a channel and all these relative properties. House Divided is pretty good compared to some things I've seen on this channel. It's relative. Is it better than the Have and Have Nots? How does it compare to you?
It makes more sense than the Have and Have Nots.
Production quality is better.
Yeah, the dialogue is better. The wigs are better. Like I said, that estate was amazing.
Bomb. Like the whole budget went to buy that real house because it definitely is. I mean, that's a and you notice how the luxury cars move about 3 steps and then the camera closes up.
You can't put no miles on that car. Y'all don't own it.
She knows what that thing costs. Just having it on set costs too much money. That bullshit Eiffel Tower they put so I'm like, they did not take this show to Paris. I don't know why they
everybody's like, we miss you.
Even the actors couldn't even speak French. That girl was like, I can't speak French. I'll just point up. You'll figure it out. Then the waiter, black as shit, he don't know no French. So she's speaking wannabe French to him. He's like it was like, I don't know French. I was like, come on, man. At least get some French actors to make us believe that you were actually there. Man, that shit was unnecessary. And she's in a coma too. You could have kept her in America with her baby. You know what I'm saying? And she's at the hospital. She's at the hospital. She's holding the baby. She's loving the baby. And then the Nigerian comes in and beats the shit out of her and takes her baby from her. You're like, oh, what happened? And then she's in a coma. There's no need to make this fake French scene with no one in there that can speak French. Spending extra money on special effects that look like crap. It was unnecessary. Like, shame on you. We all knew she didn't go to Paris. We knew that shit. So, I don't know. Anyway. Actually, I did forget. I was like, what's she doing in Paris? I was like, what?
I was like, oh, she actually made it. And then when she got up, I was like, wait, was she pregnant? And I was like, oh, she's trying.
Yeah. When she heard the voices and everything, I was like, but then throughout the episode, everyone's hearing voices. Like Carissa, she's hearing, seeing shit. So is Cameron's. I was like, I thought everybody just dealing with their own demons, but I mean, she's in a coma. Anyway, like I said, better than the Have and Have Nots, which is ending. Last season. We'll talk about that when we actually next week.
It'll probably be on UMC 2022.
It'll be bought by UMC as a property, or not probably. I mean, probably be. I'm not moving to BET. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. I'm not watching his BET stuff. That's just not gonna happen. But people like Sisters. We had a subscriber a while ago. He watched Sisters. He was like, "Why don't y'all do a review of that?" I was like, "No." Then I heard about the Oval. I was like, absolutely not. Like the craziness going. I was like, no, craziness about that show. I was like, nah, I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna write out the Have Nots and give him a solid salute. But thank you, Tyler Perry, for not putting on the dress. And we will be done with this. After 8 seasons. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. We will all this is gonna be left on the video. We will see you again.